Hello and welcome to the show. I am Joe Tophat. I love the 4th of July, getting together with friends and family, grilling hamburgers, listening to patriotic music, honoring great Americans, reading books on American history. Okay, I admit it, I'm a history nerd. And of course, the best thing of all is watching fireworks. One more thing I love to do is to watch patriotic cartoons. In honor of the holiday, here are 10 cartoons to watch on the 4th of July. Let's begin. Number 10. Popeye and Patriotic Popeye. Popeye's nephews want to light fireworks, but Popeye won't let them since fireworks are too dangerous for kids. He tries to get them to do safe activities like playing baseball, grilling hot dogs, and taking a ride in the country. The boys aren't interested in being safe. They want to play with fireworks. So they do everything they can to get away from their uncle to shoot them off. After a mishap with a firecracker, they learn to stay away from them. Patriotic Popeye is a funny look at how reckless some people are with fireworks. We've all had relatives and neighbors who don't exercise basic caution when using them, which could lead to bad things happening. These kids almost set Popeye's house on fire. The only nitpick I have is that Popeye has 4 nephews, but only 2 are present. Were they injured while playing with fireworks? All I can say is, if you're going to shoot off fireworks, stay safe. Number 9. The Flame Returns, and Oh Say Can You See from Animaniacs. Animaniacs made a lot of cartoons spotlighting American history. While all of them are good, except the one with Chicken Boo, he sucks. The best ones revolved around a minor character called the Flame. These cartoons follow the same premise. A historical figure would light a candle, the flame comes to life, the historical figure sits down to write, the flame reads what is written. Once finished, the flame grows tired and puts himself out. The only difference between these cartoons is the historical figure and what they are writing. The Flame features Thomas Jefferson, writing the Declaration of Independence. The Flame Returns features Henry Wadsworth Longfellow, writing Paul Revere's Ride. And Oh Say Can You See features Francis Scott Key, writing the Star-Spangled Banner. What makes these cartoons unique is that they take themselves seriously. Animaniacs is known for its humor, but there aren't a lot of jokes in these cartoons. It's impressive how respectful they are to Jefferson, Longfellow, and Key. The Flame is a cute character, and I enjoy listening to him read. With Animaniacs being revived, let's hope we get to see more of the Flame. Number 8. Bugs Bunny and Bunker Hill Bunny. This cartoon has the same basic premise all Bugs Bunny cartoons have when he's facing a foe. And it's just as good as the rest of them. Bugs is fighting for American independence against Yosemite Sam, who is a Hessian soldier. It has all the gags you associate with Bugs, and they're all funny. My favorite part in this cartoon is the ending, where Yosemite Sam joins Bugs after getting blown up. If you love Bugs Bunny and America, you are gonna love this cartoon. Number 7. Cry Freedom Fighters from Batman, the Brave and the Bold. Some gangsters are trying to use voter intimidation during an American election. They are stopped not only by Batman, but by Uncle Sam and his freedom fighters. Plastic Man helped too. It turns out these gangsters are aliens, and they serve under the Supreme Chairman, Plastic Man wants to join the freedom fighters, not because he's patriotic, but because he wants to be part of a team. Uncle Sam welcomes him with open arms. The others, not so much. They go to the Supreme Chairman's planet, where the people are oppressed. They are so beaten down that they are afraid to stand up against the tyrant. Things go badly for the freedom fighters, and it's up to Plastic Man to inspire the people to fight for their freedom. Cry Freedom Fighters not only shows what it means to be a patriot, it's the best episode to center around Plastic Man. He was by no means a patriotic American, at least at first. In fact, Plastic Man didn't even know it was election day, and he doesn't have basic knowledge of American history. He does, however, want to be part of something bigger than himself. It was pretty cool that Uncle Sam could see that. My two favorite scenes are when he gives a speech to inspire the people to rise up and sing Yankee Doodle. Plastic Man gets his history wrong, and he doesn't sing the right lyrics to Yankee Doodle. But he does get results, so that's something. Cry Freedom Fighters is a funny episode, and a reminder that freedom isn't free. Number 6. Disney's Folk Hero Cartoons. According to Neil Gabler, Walt Disney had a fascination with America's folk heroes. He wanted to make a package film centered around them. The movie sadly never got made, but he did manage to make a few cartoons. There was Johnny Appleseed, Pecos Bill, Casey Jones, Paul Bunyan, and John Henry, which was made long after Walt's death. Each one of them is a treasure to watch. You can feel Walt's love for America in them. Some years back, Disney released these cartoons on DVD, with James Earl Jones serving as host. In a way, Walt got his American folk heroes package film. While the DVD doesn't include Pecos Bill for some reason, it is worth getting if you're a fan of Disney and America's folk heroes. Number 5. Porky Pig in Old Glory. This Looney Tunes cartoon is pretty unique in that there aren't really any jokes. It centers around Porky Pig trying to memorize the words to the Pledge of Allegiance. He gives up in frustration, not seeing the reason to try to remember the pledge. Uncle Sam appears and proceeds to tell Porky American history, starting with the American Revolution and ending with the Civil War. This inspires Porky to recite the Pledge of Allegiance, though he doesn't say the words "under God," since they weren't included yet. It's amazing how this cartoon depicts Uncle Sam in a dignified way. Part of the reason for this is how he's animated. Instead of being drawn like a cartoon character, he's drawn like a real person. This was achieved with the help of rotoscope. This was an old process, where an animator would trace over live-action film. Rotoscope was basically the motion capture of its day. This cartoon does a great job at making someone feel proud to be an American. It's even more remarkable that it's a Porky Pig cartoon. Number 4. Uncle Sam Magoo. Like Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol, Uncle Sam Magoo shows the title character driving to the studio to play the leading role. What role is he playing this time? Why, Uncle Sam, that's who. At first, Magoo is embarrassed to play Uncle Sam, since he thinks he's playing a clown. That is, until he goes through American history. The special covers pretty much every major event, from the Vikings to the present day. At least, the present day at the time. The special does a great job at exploring these events with a sense of humor. But it also knows when to be serious, like when it's discussing America going to war. Magoo also encounters many important figures in American history, explaining how they shaped the country to what it is today. Uncle Sam Magoo features many of America's most famous songs, like Yankee Doodle and the Star-Spangled Banner. It also has the most somber rendition of the Battle Hymn of Republic I ever heard. If Mr. Magoo's Christmas Carol is a must-see Christmas special, Uncle Sam Magoo is a must-see 4th of July special. Number 3. Schoolhouse Rock, Songs on America. Schoolhouse Rock is great at teaching kids, in this case, about America. We all know the song, I'm Just a Bill. It does a great job at explaining how a bill becomes a law. They made many other songs about America. The Shot Heard Round the World and No More Kings cover the American Revolution. Great American Melting Pot discusses immigration. Mother Necessity talks about American inventions. Elbow Room covers Manifest Destiny, Suffering Till Suffrage, the 19th Amendment, and the preamble gives the preamble of the Constitution, though it leaves out the words of the United States. There was even one about the Electoral College. There are plenty more songs, but you guys get the idea. These songs do what Schoolhouse Rock does best: sing a catchy song about a subject in school. These particular songs happen to be patriotic. Number 2. Ben and Me. One of the most important figures in American history is Ben Franklin. The U.S. owes a lot to him. Franklin owes a lot to a mouse named Amos. This classic Disney cartoon tells the story of Amos Mouse, who becomes friends with Ben Franklin. Amos is responsible for many of Franklin's successes, like the Franklin stove, bifocals, and the Pennsylvania Gazette. Have you ever wondered why Ben Franklin never got electrocuted while performing his famous kite experiment? According to Ben and Me, it was because Amos was in the kite and took much of the abuse. Instead of asking him if he's okay, Franklin asked, "Was it electricity?" Can't say I blame Amos for leaving. There are 2 versions of Ben and Me. One includes a family history of Amos, while the other doesn't. The first version is rare. I'm not even sure if it's ever been released to DVD. It was released on an old VHS tape. Regardless of which version you see, Ben and Me is worth seeing. Honorable mentions: Summer Sucks from South Park, Donald's Failed Fourth, The Summer of 4'2" from The Simpsons, Meet Captain America from Avengers, Earth's Mightiest Heroes, and Paul Revere from The Famous Adventures of Mr. Magoo. Number 1. This is America, Charlie Brown. Charles Schultz was a patriotic man, having proudly served the U.S. during World War II. To honor the country he loved, he created the 8-part miniseries, This is America, Charlie Brown. Each episode covers a topic in American history, starting with the Pilgrims landing on Plymouth Rock. This one is shown the most, as it is paired with a Charlie Brown Thanksgiving. Other episodes discuss the drafting of the Constitution, the Wright brothers' first flight, NASA, the Transcontinental Railroad, inventions, the Smithsonian and presidents, and music and heroes. Each episode does a great job with its topic. They're done in a way that's entertaining for kids. They celebrate America, but they also cover some unpleasant moments in its history. It is also one of the few times the Peanuts characters encounter adults on screen, and you can understand them. If you are looking for a way to get your kids interested in American history, This is America, Charlie Brown is the best choice. Thanks for watching. Let me know in the comment section what you guys think, and don't forget to like and subscribe. Happy 4th of July, and see you later.